Shalom, Israel. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, BASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI, BASHAM, Rakah, Quadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders who teach and rule well at Great Millstone, and peace and salutations and peace and mercy to the prophets, the hopeful elect, the 144,000, and to the men and women of the 12 lost tribes of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Shalom. Back with another lesson. I'll title this one, Destroy Them Which Destroyeth the Earth. Destroy them which destroyeth the earth. And we all know who was in control of, dictating policies and dictating the government issues and environment issues across the land here in America and, across the globe too. You see, Esau, Edom, the so-called white men, he is in rulership. And, the earth is breaking down, man. The earth is breaking down. I was reading the article. It's what sparked the lesson. I was reading the article from earth.org, and they were talking about the top 6 issues, that's pretty much damaging America. And matter of fact, let me get the article real quick. I'm just gonna skim through this. I'm not gonna go through all of them, but it says the top environmental issues in the U.S. in 2022. It says air pollution. It says in the U.S. in 2021 alone, about 67 million tons of pollution were emitted into the atmosphere in the country, mainly coming from transportation and electric power sectors. You see? And with that air pollution, you got Esau spraying those chemicals in the air. You see, and like I said, from car and electric sectors, and you got these factories. You see, water pollution. Wow, it says every year approximately 3.5 million Americans contract health issues such as skin rashes, pink eye, respiratory infections, and hepatitis from sewage-laden coastal waters, according to the EPA estimates. You see? And then it says, and I just seen it. This is crazy, but I just seen this the other day. It said, the main source of drinking water, groundwater, can become contaminated by human activity through the illegal or accidental dumping of chemicals. And I just seen the other day I think it's somewhere out here in California. They've been dumping these trucks have been coming and dumping, these dumping trucks been dumping milk, gallons and tons of milk into like this big ditch, and it's leaving a bad smell across the area that they're at. And that's Esau doing that. That's him doing that. You're just dumping milk. They done dug this big giant ditch, and they're just dumping milk. And one of the farmers, I think, was talking. He's an Edomite. He looked like an Edomite, and he was saying that's gonna damage, by doing that. That could damage the underground water supply, because there also is a water shortage. See? See? Wildfires. plastic pollution. They done found, what was it, like 10,000 tons or somewhere, maybe more than that. But I forgot what it was, but it was somewhere around that they found in these oceans. And then you know, the rivers, the lakes, these streams, there's trash and plastic all in these streams and in the water. And then what else did this? Oh, food waste. Food waste. It says, today the U.S. counts as the second highest country in the world. For food waste, behind Australia. See, and that's going to become a problem real soon here, because in a minute when this famine hit, you know, ain't gonna be no more wasting food. You know, and even some of, you know, my kids, you know, they waste. If it's something don't taste right or they get too full, they just they throw it away. You know, or they get a drink from the store, or they drink a little bit of it and then waste it. You know, that time is coming to an end. But the earth is breaking down, and Esau is tearing this place up, man. Let me go to Ecclesiastes. I don't want to make this too long. Call halayim la, alahayanawa, Yahawah, BASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI. Let's go to Ecclesiastes 3:11, and it reads, He hath made everything beautiful in his time. Also, he hath set the world in their heart, so that no man can find out the work that Yahawah BASHAM YAHAWAHSHI maketh from the beginning to the end. No, Esau will never be able to search out the Lord's works from the beginning. The Lord he's the one. Yahawah BASHAM YAHAWAHSHI is the one who set the universe up and is able to tell from the beginning to the end. You got Esau trying to go in and out of space, and trying to go to Mars and trying to figure out, trying to search out the Lord's works. You're never going to be able to do that, Esau. Let me go to Job 5. Let me go to Job 5. Job 5:9, and it reads, which doeth great things and unsearchable. The Lord's works are unsearchable. You know, you just marvel at the moon, at the sky, at the sun, how it just sits day and night. It just sits in the sky. All these planets. This is just all those billions of galaxies, those stars in the sky. In the sky, like you can't even comprehend his work. Call halayim la, alahayanawa, Yahawah BASHAM YAHAWAHSHI. Call halayim la, Yahawah BASHAM YAHAWAHSHI. You cannot, you can't even, your deepest thought, you hurt yourself trying to think how he created and how he did this. That's why I say, my ways are not your ways, and my thoughts are not your thoughts. So as heaven is higher than earth, roughly paraphrasing it. But his works are unsearchable. You see? Let me go to Revelation. Actually, let me go to what is that? Obadiah. Let me go to Obadiah. Obadiah. Esau just tore this world up, man. You know, tore it up. The food is polluted. The water's done. The air quality. Let's go to Obadiah 1:3. It says, Obadiah 1:3. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? You see? It says, for though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, those space stations, thence will I bring thee down, saith YAHAWAHSHI. You see? See? Let's go to Revelation. And Esau with those, with, you know, him going outer space to his space stations, and you will even have the celebrities now that are going able to fly outer space in you know, to see what's that dude, Richard Branson, if I'm the billionaire or whatever, what's his name, the dude from Jeff Bezos from Amazon. They've been flown in and outer space, and they have I think it's next year, it's either 23, it's one of these years, 2023 or 2024 coming up, that they're also trying to create like a space hotel, and then also you know, people are paying to start flying into space, you know, taking a tour into space. You know, Esau's gone mad, man. He's gone mad. Revelation 11, or Revelation 11. Revelation 11 and Revelation 11 and 18. Revelation 11 and 18, and it reads, and the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear thy name. See, the Lord makes this clear all through the Bible. Thy name, Yahawah and YAHAWAHSHI. Those that know that name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth. And this is what's gonna happen. You know, even Esau, America is the only country to use nuclear weapons. You see, they're the only country. Ain't no other country has used nuclear weapons. See, but that's how they weaken the nations. I could tell you, what is that? Isaiah the 13th chapter or 14th. Quote me if I'm wrong. But that's how he weakens the nations with those nuclear weapons, man. Those bombs in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, man. You see, Esau has just totally destroyed this world, man. Totally. He's not fit to rule. See? The Lord said, destroyeth them that destroyeth the world. And that's what's coming. This place is done, man. This world is done. All the infrastructures of the countries, the buildings, the landscapes, I just went over and showed you with the water supply, the water shortage, the wildfires, you know, the plastic pollution, they're wasting food. You see? I mean, this place is done, man. It's done. Let me go to matter of fact, let me go to Isaiah. I'll close out with this. Isaiah. Isaiah. It says, Isaiah 14 and 1. And it reads, for YAHAWAHSHI will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, And they shall cleave to the house of to the house of Jacob too, and all the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of YAHAWAHSHI for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. See, this is what's coming, because you're not fit to rule, man, and you weren't meant to rule. You see, Esau, these white folks, they were not meant to rule. You know, you rule in unrighteousness. You have all the unrighteous decrees. You know, you're sitting there poisoning the food. You're spraying chemicals in the air. You got all these false flag attacks. So you are gonna be ruled over, and you're gonna go into slavery, Esau, Edom. You're going to be servants, like the Lord said, servants and handmaids. Your women and your men and your children are going to be servants and handmaids. 3, and it shall come to pass in the day that YAHAWAHSHI shall give thee rest from thy sorrow. And Jake, you know, you look around in America, you know, across the world, but ultimately here in Babylon, America, it's all Jake working these hard labor jobs, man. Jake is taking the lowest jobs, man. Jake is doing all the custodian jobs, cleaning up all the shit. Jake is out there, you know, the UPS, the FedEx drivers, and, you know, the fast food workers, the construction work. Jake is doing all the labor. Jake does all the labor. And then you have Esau, Edom, and you might have some of the other nations walking around in these warehouses or, you know, or their places of business. Esau might walk around with their business partner and, you know, slap you on your back or, you know, good job, or tell you, you know, this needs to be fixed. And I think that goes there, and, you know, try to look and watch and see what's going on, and basically giving the orders. See? It's Jake. All these jobs, man. All of them. They're doing all the labor jobs. All of them. You have some of the other nations and Esau in there mingled in too. But ultimately, the 90% of them is Jake, man. It's Jake. And it shall come to pass in the day that YAHAWAHSHI shall give thee rest from thy sorrow. There's no rest here. Getting up at 3, 4, 5 in the morning. Got to get ready to go to job and do that, to work 5 days, 6 days out the week. There's no rest here. You gotta sit there arguing with your spouse, or arguing, you know, with your boss because you didn't came in late, such and such. You might have never missed a day, but you came in work because you just stayed. You came in work late the next morning because you stayed overtime, did some overtime. But here you come the next day and you come in late. You still ain't missed no days, and Esau still got something to say. And it's just, you know, harassed by the police. You know, it's just a bunch of stuff. Ain't no rest here, man. Sorrow. And from thy fear and the hard bondage wherein thou wast made to serve. See, the Lord brought his people over here in the land, this place, America, Babylon, the second Egypt, for bondage, man. And that's why I know my parents and grandma and grandfather, they worked hard, man. They worked hard. I'm talking about for 40, 50 years they had to work. My mom still work at 60. She's still working. She got to work because she got to pay her bills. It says, 4, that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how hath the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased. That's what they're going to say. The golden city ceased. 5, YAHAWAHSHI hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepters of the rulers. And, you know, Jake goes to these college institutions and, you're not doing the work of the Lord. You're just being indoctrined by Esau's ways. Because Esau believes in science, man. Esau's a Luciferian, man. You see? Esau believes in his science. He don't believe in the Lord. And then when, Jake goes to these colleges and high schools and they swear that they doing something, and all you're doing is getting indoctrinated by Esau, by the Satan's by his ways. And you think that you're all high power because you got an AB and a BA. That don't mean nothing, man. That don't mean nothing. You don't even know about the Lord. And in these schools and colleges, they're not teaching you about your heritage, about who you are. They're doing the opposite. They don't want you to know who you are, Jake. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. They don't want you to know who you are. They want to keep you thinking that you're Mexican and you're Native American and you're a Negro and you slavery and they want you to know that. They don't want you to know nothing else. They want to keep you down. The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers, and it's coming to an end. 6, he who smote the people with wrath, with a continual stroke, he that ruleth the nations in anger is persecuted and none hindereth. 7, the whole earth is at rest. And that's the time that we coming into. The whole earth is at rest. You see? And it's a beautiful thing, man. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. You see? Call Allah YAHAWAHSHI. The whole earth is at rest. And this is what we coming into. Because in the kingdom, Israel is going to rule, man. We're going to rule in righteousness. The world is going to be a completely different atmosphere, man. Like the Lord told you, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. And that's exactly what is going on. There's going to be order right here on earth. The kingdom's going to be set up right there in Jerusalem. That place right now in Israel, Jerusalem, is completely defiled. The Lord's going to burn that place down right along with those Amalekites. You see? And that place is going to be built back up again by the other nations, because we're going to put them in chains, and there's going to be continuously employment. You see? So, but this world is done, man. This way you have a whole other host of things going on economically and with this war. But this place is on borrowed time. But the Lord has set a time for Esau that he cannot pass. So, it's coming to an end. These are the last days of man ruling. But I just wanted to touch in on that. I read that, sparked a lesson. Hopefully you were edified. I don't want I'll come back with another lesson, but I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, BASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI, BASHAM, Rakah, Quadash. Shalom, Israel.